I think you're one person away from something amazing. I think everybody knows somebody or knows of a resource that you're not aware of. So the more you connect with others, the more you can open yourself up to the possibilities that you never imagined.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to my show. My name is Tiffany Alexander, and this is Unveiling Journeys. And I have a great episode for you today. Let me just tell you 1 second about me, or I guess 1 minute. I I love people. I love people, man, like so much that I cannot get enough of hanging out with them. Can you tell I'm an extrovert? But on top of hanging out with people, I get to hang out with some phenomenal people, and I think I just seem to attract them. And whenever I get some one-on-one time with them, I end up saying, this has been so cool. How do I get to know more people just like you? Or, do you know anybody that needs to know me? And by the way, I've been sitting here getting to know and hear your story. There's people that I know that I think you need to know. And so that way I can just hopefully show up and give forward all of these amazing contacts that I've come into contact with. And then from that, really, someone said, Tiff, why don't you start a podcast? I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. You're right. And it's because I can no longer contain the awesomeness of all the people that I meet. And I'm dying to share them all with you. So, with that, I have a fantastic human that I can't wait to share with you. And Susie is on the show today. So, do me a favor, Susie, tell everybody who you are and what you're up to.
Well, thanks, Tiffany. I am Susie Moon. I am the owner of Susie Moon Consulting, and we help experts find the right rooms to be in. And we get them speaking gigs so that they can build their business. So we love working with people who love to speak, they love to sell, and they just don't have the time to look for all the opportunities and figure out where to go.
Which is perfect because if you're thinking, oh, I have a thing I need to tell people and now I need to know where to go, and you're starting all of like, I mean, like, no joke. Whenever I was like, I have a thing I need to tell people, someone's like, you need to join a networking group. I'm like, what's that? So the people that don't know, they have no idea. Then they very quickly need to find out who the people are doing this correctly. And by all means, you're doing this correctly because the phenomenal people that are like, oh, yeah, I know Susie. I'm like, that's right. Of course you do. So, it's so good to have you on here, and, you have a super fun story, and so I can't wait to get cracked into it. Let's let's start from the beginning. I wanna ask, like, a loaded question, like, where are you from? What did you think you were gonna do? Like, what would you wanna be growing up? Like, what was school like or first jobs? Like, we're gonna go all the way in, like, deep. Like, start, you were born on a sunny Tuesday. No, just kidding.
Yeah, that's a good question. When you have to do like a human design, is it human design where you have to figure out your birth year or whatever? I had to, I didn't know. At 51 years old, I had no idea what time I was born. And my dad didn't remember. So I had to dig into the archives. So I was born in Baraboo, Wisconsin, and which is the hometown to Circus World Museum. So people call it Clown Town. And I think of myself as a clown, actually, because I like to make people laugh and I love people just like you do, Tiffany. And I grew up here, small town. I was really good in sports and all of that, was just a people pleaser. I followed the rules. And then I started realizing that I didn't like following the rules. So I had this rebellious streak in me. I grew up with two entrepreneurial parents that they owned a business, and now my brother runs the business. But it was never the business that I wanted to. I couldn't see myself running it or being in it because I grew up in it, and I just wanted to go see the world and do big things and follow my dreams. Which I don't. I think I wanted to be a banker, maybe, and I hated my name when it was Susan. So that's why people call me Susie because I always felt like I was in trouble, which I probably was. But that's a whole other conversation. And so I went to school, went to college, did all the things, played small for the most part.
Yeah.
I really just I was afraid. I was like lacking confidence, nervous about trying new things, and just followed the rules. So found a guy, got married, did all this stuff, found a job. hopped from job to job. I never knew what I wanted to do. I just had no understanding of what I was capable of until like maybe 10 years ago, if that. And yeah, I just hopped from job to job. And then I realized like my sense of humor and I didn't like dressing up. I was always working for somebody that didn't know my name and I hated it. And I kept thinking, well, there's got to be something better. My parents, they had the business. Why can't I do something? But I still didn't know what I wanted to do. So I started my business in 2019 and became a virtual assistant. And my family members were like, that's not a thing. There's no business of being a virtual assistant. That doesn't exist. And little did they know, there's a whole world out there. So many people use virtual assistants. So I started the business and really leaned into the whole CRM stuff, like the techie VA stuff,
Mhm,
and realized that I didn't enjoy because it was so behind the scenes and so lacking the people part of it.
mhm.
I loved connecting. I loved going to events and um, introducing people to one another. I didn't realize what a great connector I was back then. Um, I know it's a thing. It's a thing.
Right.
A-
Yeah.
And yeah, and so I was like, nobody's going to pay me to connect people. That's crazy. Who would do that? But that is a thing. So I, was doing the tech VA stuff. Thought I was going to be an OBM, online business manager. I didn't really enjoy that. So I kind of leaned into supporting speakers and figuring out what speakers need to build their business. I had kind of a sales support type role in corporate and I planned events all the time. I think I was planning events since I was in high school. I always coordinating things and all the details and I just now I'm leaning into all of those things, those assets that I thought they were crazy, and it's helping me run my business. So
Oh,
it's
cool.
yeah, it's where we are now. So
Oh my
yeah.
goodness. Well, the idea of like, man, I really want to do this. What were some of those? Like, was there anybody impressionable on you, or was it just this stirring inside of you?
Was really a stirring. I started selling 31 gift bags or 31 bags. I don't know if you're familiar with that
I've heard
company.
of it.
It's like
Yeah.
a multi-level marketing type company. Uh, can you still hear
Yes.
me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I started with 31 gifts, just having my own little bag of business where I could try to sell the bags and like work on my sales and work on
That's
all of
super
those
hard, by the way.
tools.
You could dig deep into that. That's you have to tell your friends and family to buy bags from you. I mean,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
like a Tupperware party type situation.
Totally, totally. And I am such bags. It was a good choice as far as like I wasn't selling Mary Kay. I don't wear makeup, so I'm a tomboy through and through. So for me to like do something like Mary Kay was not a good fit. So I found this, and the bags are cute and everything. And I did that for over a year and didn't make any money at it because I kept giving away stuff. So, but it was a good. It got my confidence up. And then as I got older, in my 40s, I started thinking, I'm worth more, I could do this. And so just stretching myself a little bit and then surrounding myself with people that were doing big things really got me to think differently, think abundantly. I even worked with an abundance coach on my mindset, just and my money and thinking like I could buy my son anything he wanted, but I never buy something for myself because I didn't think I deserved it. So just that worthiness piece that a lot of people struggle with. That's what I was focusing on to help me,
Right.
get into the right rooms. So yeah.
Right. And that mindset coach, I'm sure, was like a really interesting pivot to be like, what? There's stuff that maybe you've dealt with your whole life that hopefully they unburied for you, you know?
Oh. Definitely. Yeah, there was just a lot of things. And this isn't a therapy session, but I recently went to a solo retreat. I did maybe a weekend ago. And I really dug into some of the limiting beliefs that I had, even as a kid, and dug up some real stuff and just let it out. And it's amazing what we're all hanging in onto. It could be like the littlest situation that you remember and it causes you like somebody not giving you money might lead you to think
Yeah.
that you don't deserve money. So it's
Yeah.
just it's fascinating how our lives when we're younger can affect what we are like today. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I've been recently doing some work like that too, and it's like, "Wait, what? Like, how does that even connect, and how did somebody figure this out to know that I'm holding on to this weird stuff that's causing self-limiting beliefs today?" And I think it's phenomenal work that everybody should work on no matter who they are, quite honestly.
Great. Yeah, every small business owner, I think, needs to have a mindset component to their like a support person or a community, just people around them. It's so critical. But that's one of the things that I just love when it comes to like people meeting people, finding out what they're talented with, what they're the best at, and then figuring out who needs to know that and how do we share this and how do we connect them and just I think everybody has something that we all should know about and if I could be a part of that it fills me up. It just makes me feel alive inside. So I feel like it's kind of my mission or the impact I'm making on the world is some of that connecting and introductions and matching people up. Yeah. But you know what's ironic is that I'm single and you would think I could match myself up with somebody. But that's a whole other conversation.
What to
I
say, the
know.
cobbler's kid never has any shoes, right? Like, it
True.
might be one of those things. Oh, my dear.
Totally.
So tell me more about, like, when it went and started transitioning from the last thing you were doing to what you're doing now. Like, how did that evolve?
I just started thinking what I was doing and supporting. I was supporting such a general part of the business for small business owners, and I really like I got that common denominator. What do they all have in common? And what they really want to do is show up and speak. That's all. If they could do anything in their business, they would just like to meet with clients and be in front of a room and talk and share their message. They're visionaries that want to change the world and those people when I meet with them and I get goosebumps from learning about their mission and everything, and I knew those are the people that I want to work with, and so I started to lean in on the whole speaking thing. And what's funny is that in corporate, one of my jobs, I worked for 8 years. I recruited speakers for for webinars or for in-person seminars. I worked for a seminar company, and that's all I did was call people and ask them, invited them to speak. So yeah, which is and I kind of forgot about it. Like once you get into this small business zone, you kind of forget about all the experience you have. And yeah, it's just it takes some time to like reflect on where you've been and be grateful all the experience you bring to the table.
Oh, yeah. Now, if somebody's like, "Well, I just wanna be heard," like, what is somebody thinking or feeling when they decide to reach out to someone like you?
Oh gosh, they don't know where to look for the most part, and they don't know eh, there's a lot of people that just want to share. They want to, they know speaking is a great avenue to build their business. So when they're in the right rooms, magic happens. And those are the types of people that I love to talk to. But they know that's their best way to get more clients. They don't like social media for the most part. They're not gonna, post on Instagram every day and try to get clients. They really want to build a relationship with other people, and speaking is the best way that they've found to do it. But they don't have the time, they don't have the energy, and they need somebody as kind of like a wing woman, like a Jen Anderson, where they need help with finding the right things and someone to advocate on their behalf. Um, a regular, I shouldn't say regular, but a virtual assistant typically doesn't fill that gap. They
Yeah.
may be great with filling out applications for them and researching, but the strategy around it is really why people come to us. Like we want them connecting with the audience before they even get in the room, and so we kind of like help them with that. And how do you build your business around it? People call me the mother nudger because I'm like, hey, did you follow up with so and so? Did you
Yes.
do the thing? Are you going to think
People
bigger? What's your
don't.
big dream? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. People don't follow up for nothing. That's why when people are like, Tiff, you send me a message. Did you connect? I'm like, it's my assistant, my VA, to say, like, hey, I put you guys together in a room. Did you go make it happen? And most of the time they don't. How is this a thing? You want a referral like crazy, but you won't actually follow up with a referral. Are you dealing with worthy issues too? Work on
Oh,
yourself.
oh
So
yeah. Absolutely. I find that too. And it's very interesting. People have so many leads, even in their calendar. If you followed up on the people that you met a year ago and just touch base with them again, think of all the things. Oh, yeah.
100%. Like you are giving people like thousands of dollars of information right now. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, even if you look in your drafts folder in your email, what connections were you introducing someone to? Or did you skip out on an introduction? Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to keep track, but there's nuggets out there that are just golden. And it's just having somebody to make you think differently about it and find the leads that you already have and just
Yeah.
maximize them.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, this is so fun. Hey, I know we were wrapping around and we told your whole story so fast, but you have some fun hobbies that we didn't even tap into.
Oh boy. I don't know if this is
Tell every
family friendly. Hi. Well, I like to visit the local gas stations or convenience stores here in the Midwest. It's Wisconsin, so Quick Trip. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's like a Bucky's in the South, but not as big. Love it. I have a comedy skit about how to find a guy in a Quick Trip. So, there's that. So I've done a couple of comedy skits in the past, but what I'm really writing is a project I'm calling Below the Belt. So if that tells you anything, it's the comedy, that you don't want to take to church with you. But I like to do that, and I'm a big Hallmark movie lover. I'm this
Really?
tomboy, but yeah, I love
Oh my
Hallmark
god.
movies. I'm a softie.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I think people should go check out your comedy because it's funny. It's not like, you don't wanna have your toddlers in the room. Like, I was like, "We can't probably tell your jokes right now if my kids are gonna listen to this someday," but hilarious, and you should check out what Susie's doing. So, I have so many more questions I wanna ask, but let's just go to, like, a couple. Tell me, you're doing so well, but this is a lot of work. Like you said, the follow-up and the systems and all of this and the new people in and out. Like, why do you keep showing up? Why do you keep doing what you do?
When I see somebody that we've helped get on stage and make stuff happen, it lights me up. It's those visionaries that are making an impact. And if I know I can't be the one to make the impact myself, I want to support people doing that. And if we were all just in our zone of genius, the world would be a better place. Like, just life would be good. People would be positive. I just think there's that ripple effect that if I can make a little bit of a difference in somebody's life, everything will be better. And even just introductions, I'm a giver. So I even created a directory for small business owners. They can list their business for free, and people can go to the directory to find the resources they need. And I also created a list of networking events that people can go to this site, and it's free to look, and you just find whatever group is meeting and attend. I just want more people to have resources and to be able to find things in an easier way. I'm kind of a sleuth when it comes to digging, especially when it's dirt on a future boyfriend kind of thing. But again, a whole different conversation. So it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you've spent so much energy to create these resources and then quite honestly you've given out so many of them for free. And I know some of them I think at some point you gotta like get your time in your effort, right? Back for it. But you are accessible. And I love that about you because you post on LinkedIn. And quite honestly, people that are listening to you right now might be thinking, wait, how can I come find you? I want to know more about you. Like, where's your favorite or the best way for somebody to come find you?
Am everywhere. Typically, LinkedIn is my favorite social media platform, but a close second is Threads. I don't know if you're on it, but Threads is on fire. I find it to be just a place where I can be myself, I can vent, I can share celebrations, gratitude, whatever I need to talk about. But seeing what other people are writing about and commenting on their stuff and tagging someone that might be a good resource for them, it feels good. And it's not as professional. It can be all sorts of things, personal, professional, and it's not as rigid as LinkedIn. So otherwise, my website, Bot, bah, SusieMoon.net. And another thing that we're doing is every month we have a referral roundup event, and it's usually the second Tuesday of the month at like 10 a.m. Central. We've been filling it up and cutting off registrations. So we have 75 registrations open, and then like February's already filled. So we cut that off and we're sending people to March right now. And what's cool is that that's just for an like opening up a room for my network to meet more people from my network. And then some outsiders come in, and it's cool to see the new people because you don't have time to do all the one-on-ones as a connector. So this was my way of cheating, getting around that. But now we're going to do one for speakers. So we are going to do a speaker roundup event where we bring in hosts of different organizations if they want to come in and talk to other people about their event. And if they're looking for a speaker, they could see who's in the room. So everybody's going to get a chance to introduce themselves, but we're going to focus on that speaker aspect rather than just the generic networking where you can have the real estate, insurance, all the people on there. So I'm excited about that.
That's gonna be great. Let me know because I don't know how many 15 speakers I need to send you right away that need this resource so bad. So, I look forward to seeing that. And I see your posts on LinkedIn too. And I wish I could come to the roundup. It's like right when I'm dropping my girls off, so I can never come. I register and I'm like, dang it again. How am I gonna make this happen? It's okay. So the stars will align someday for me to come. But let me ask you. I a couple more questions. What's next? Like, what's on the horizon for you?
Yeah. One goal that I have this year, and I don't typically do like New Year's resolutions, but one goal this year is to go down to Second City in Chicago and take a class, either an improv class, a comedy writing class. I need to stretch myself and actually being a speaker. Like I put a thing out there on Facebook yesterday to ask, does anybody need a speaker? And these are the things, like, I don't usually do that. So I'm trying to stretch myself and not my waistline, just stretch myself mentally to see what's possible. I feel like if I'm going to be working with speakers, I want to be able to talk. Walk the walk, talk the talk, and make sure I'm understanding their journey and what they go through too. So that's the stretch this year, and we'll see. And even during that solo retreat that I did, I even talked about a podcast for next year. So I don't know. I'm maybe following in your footsteps to see what's possible.
Depending on how you approach it's fun. I mean, like, don't
Yeah,
make it too crazy. Just make it easy for you. Make it something you love to do. And then I'm not formal with it at all. I'm like, we're just gonna go hang out and have a conversation. And like, I need a script. I'm like, not the right podcast. So oh my goodness. This is so good. I'm so excited for you. And if we have to be watching this in a different year, this is 2026. So we're going to be following up with how this year is going for you. And then I'm going to wrap up, but what do you want to leave everybody with? Like, what are your words of wisdom, your golden nuggets that we should end with?
I think you're one person away from something amazing. I think everybody knows somebody or knows of a resource that you're not aware of. So the more you connect with others, the more you can open yourself up to the possibilities that you never imagined. So say hi, have a conversation and just be open to the possibilities. I'm getting goosebumps now. Yeah.
100%. I agree with you. Couldn't have said it better because I believe in that. I believe you could be just one person away from that. This has been awesome. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so grateful for you. I know we're having a spotty internet for just half a second, but I am so also grateful for everyone who stayed this long and is able to come hang out with us. And you guys go check out susiemoon.net and all the other stuff that she posts on LinkedIn. So that way you could go hang out in her referral roundup. And then I will see you guys on the next episode and I'll chat with you soon. Bye, everybody.